Johnny and I sat on a panel of so-called legal experts here in New York many, many years ago, 1996, Alan. And he was the big guy. Remember, he had just won the Simpson trial. I was nobody from nowhere, slogging away, trying shoplifting cases, and he was this big star. And we sat on this panel together, Alan. We got into a huge fight. Me, Johnny Cochran, and Roy Black, who was fresh off the William Kennedy Smith win. But it was in good nature. We had the best time arguing. Next thing I know, Cochran and Grace was launched on Court TV. If it hadn't been for Johnny, I may still be trying shopliftings right now.
He was the most generous person. He shared everything. I'll give you an example. Everybody gave him credit for the limerick, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. But Jerry Ullman made that up, and he always gave credit to Jerry Ullman. He said, hey, I know when to borrow things from smarter people. He always gave credit where credit was due. He gave credit to Barry Scheck for the DNA. He gave credit to me for some of the legal arguments. He always shared credit. He was a generous person.
It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
How many nights did I personally give Johnny H-E double hell over that? Alan, do you recall when you first started working on the so-called Dream Team?
Well, it wasn't a dream. At that point, it was a nightmare. Nobody was getting along with anybody. And along came Johnny Cochran, and he really brought everybody together. I mean, Art mentioned the playbook. Actually, all the lawyers today are doing it very differently. They're all lone rangers. They think they can do it by themselves. But Johnny was great because he knew what he didn't know. He knew that he was not a law lawyer. He was a fact lawyer.
That's a good way to put it, Alan. That's a good way to put it, Alan.
He was perfectly willing to use other lawyers and to take a back seat when it came to DNA, to Barry Scheck, when it came to legal arguments to me and Jerry Ullman. He knew what he knew, and he knew what he didn't know. And a lot of the lawyers today don't want to share the limelight, and they are losing important issues. Even today in the Jackson case, those issues should have been argued by a Jerry Ullman, not by the fact lawyer or the man who's going to present the case to the jury. So
that's a rare quality, because most lawyers think they know everything.